It's Wolf, and it's another 15 first impressions. This one is about Combat Master. Combat Master is a free-to-play first-person shooter. It also is a mobile game, so this is one of these games that I believe started on mobile and then was ported to PC. And before I talked about the actual gameplay, I just wanted to mention how kind of interesting the actual system requirements for this game are, because they're very, very low. This game apparently only needs 1 gigabyte of space on your PC. I think it's actually under a gigabyte in total size, which is kind of incredible because it's like a fully fleshed out video game. It's got pretty good graphics, it's got a handful of weapons, it's got a handful of maps. I mean, nothing really seems like it's missing here. So I don't know how the heck they squeezed it into there unless most of the stuff is server side. It also has really low system requirements for like CPU, GPU, RAM, all of that stuff. So this game is very easy to run. And in a lot of ways, it kind of reminds me of Krunker. It's kind of like Krunker with better graphics. The actual game reminds me quite a bit of Call of Duty, just in terms of the way which text fonts are used, which graphics are used, how the graphics style overall is. Gameplay-wise, it does also play quite a bit like Call of Duty, but very much fast-paced, and I think that's part of the fact that it originated from a mobile game, because like Call of Duty Mobile, for example, that plays a lot more fast-paced than normal console or PC Call of Duty, I think, because touchscreen controls just kind of allow for that, and even though this is not touchscreen, I think the pace of the mobile version of the game is transferred into the PC version of the game as well, just with like how fast all the animations are, how fast characters move around, how fast you can end up going down. There's a lot of the usual FPS standard modes like Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, stuff like that. There is a gun game style mode called Arms Race, if I remember correctly, and that's mostly what I played in this video in order to showcase more weapons. And overall, it's just kind of a pretty cool game. There are a couple of things that I do dislike about this game. For one, the normal like running animation when you're just moving forward and not sprinting kind of looks like a sprinting animation. I don't really know why they did that, because it can kind of mess with your brain until you've played with the game for a while, because you'll think you're sprinting when you're not actually sprinting because there is that extra animation there. Everybody also seems to have pretty low health, which I know that kind of keeps the pace of the game going, but it also sometimes, I don't know, I kind of like it when games have characters with a little bit of health, so that way combat actually lasts for a minute, because sometimes when characters have low health, it feels like the combat is just like 2 shots and then whoever sort of saw the other person first wins. There's also not a ton of content, and if you go into like the loadout customization and look at the weapons, you'll find a bunch of weapons that are marked as just like not currently available. And that feels a little bit weird because the game has had like a bunch of DLC battle pass stuff already going on. So it's like one of those things where it's like, why are you focusing so much on selling skins rather than adding actual new weapons into the game when you only have like, there's not even any actual pistols, I don't think. It's weird actually, because there's actually a bunch of weapons that seem to only show up in the arms race mode right now, which is strange because it's weapons that are clearly implemented into the game and yet you can't use them for your own custom classes. But much like the very fast pace of Combat Master, that was a very fast paced impressions for this 15 first impressions. I really don't have much else to say. There really isn't that much to talk about this game because it's just a free to play FPS with a couple of maps. I mean, it's really just a mobile game in a lot of ways, but that being said, I do think that of the recent free to play FPS games that I've played, this one is probably my favorite, because I just recently also covered Counter-Strike Netson Studio and Zula, and Combat Master is by far my favorite. I like the animations a lot. There's a lot of really smooth animations. The game overall just feels polished, even if it doesn't actually have that much stuff in it. So anyway, here's the rest of the gameplay. I will see you guys in other videos in the future, and bye-bye.
Move out. Move out. go, go. Move out. Go, go, go. See you on the other side. Okey-dokey. Too easy. Okey-dokey. Okey-dokey. Somebody's free. Move out. Go, go, go. Attack. Okey-dokey. Move out. Move out. Okie dokie. Move out. Okie dokie. See you on the other side. Move out. Hoorah! See you on the other side. Good luck. See you on the other side. Weapons free.